difficulty. That's how we are starting our morning here. By the way, we finished with Subnautica, and today we're gonna, if we're gonna have a time on evening stream, that is, if there's electricity, we're gonna try Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, a new CRPG alpha testing, a new CRPG from Owlcast, right? So that's the plan. That's the plan, guys. Meanwhile, starting here. Everything good? Here we go. Level 68. I probably would need a lot of resistances here on legendary difficulty, so I wonder what kind of things we would need to change for this build. Right? What kind of change we need? What kind of things we need to change here? Okay, still have some items from epic difficulty we didn't put into the chest. Let's see. Yeah, elemental resistance are kinda bad. Elemental resistance kinda bad. Poison resistance 54 still okay. 27 bleeding resistance acceptable. Piston resistance also acceptable. Bleeding resistances over here. I mean elemental resistances. I can sacrifice some defensive ability here and some health, which is not ideal because I want 7500 health here and get some elemental resistances from somewhere. Okay, we do need this legendary demon blood for vitality resistance. We do need this. Defensive ability, chance to dodge, bleeding resistance. I'd like for this to stay as it is. There's offensive ability also I like to stay this as it is. Well, I mean, I can't replace. We already talked about this. Can't replace this Pendant of Immortal Rage. It's like too much of damage will be lost if I do this. Alright, this one also already have like 68 elemental resistance right away. So the only thing you can replace it is this ring for something better, for some other relics elemental resistance. But what could it be? Do we have like anything that actually given elemental resistance? Like this one, certain elemental resistance. Okay, we're gonna get 5 elemental resistance from a quest, alright, from proper offering. We can run like this till then, I guess, and see what kind of thing we can change. Probably would need.
You saved Satan.
Yeah, probably would need to. To put a lot of points, a lot of attribute points into my health. Alright, we're gonna lose some health by replacing the relic, the Dionysus wine skin, and then more. 7500 health on legendary difficulty just must be, like I mentioned before, to feel myself completely safe. Especially when we don't have that much of a defensive ability going on for this guy. No shield to block some damage. A powerful shaman, done for. Jump back on a portal. Well, anyway, starting right now.
You defeat. Thank you again. If you're going out there, don't
probably selling all of this. Right.
Goodbye. Welcome.
And a bunch of those things. Don't need them. Don't need a greater potion. So keeping this superior, superior, greater, grand potion, superior. Are we here for divine? Okay, divine potion is our potion now.
Goodbye, my friend.
I can ease your load.
Yeah, didn't have like time to sort every single piece in my storage here, but I did like put someone back into actual storage. So we do have some space for more loot, some space for more loot here.
So long.
So long.
We were leading our flocks home.
Still have a couple of skills, believe me or not, that I can put to use, to good use my skill points. Alright. I mean, one thing I can do for this build is just like sacrifice my damage, removing Pendant of Immortal Rage. But in that case, like try to use my Dark Covenant as often as possible to compensate for that damage, right? It's like 12k DPS. Well, let's go take 12k DPS right now because we have things. We did reach like 20k DPS for this guy, did we? We did. Right, epic difficulty. That's the beauty of it.
A human. These creatures live.
But like I say, if you get my circle of power higher, so you get on more minus recharge with circle of power, right? And then we can use Dark Covenant more or less more often. I mean, more often than we currently using it. It will not be like permanent, you know, Dark Covenant, but so without this, but with Dark Covenant, we still have a 4400 DPS and almost back to 3k average here, 28. So I think it's gonna work. And then if I get like myself Aphrodite's favor for the more resistances, if I get myself Aphrodite's favor, with also 900 health, that's gonna help.
You know, the satyrs have...
That's gonna help with my health issue as well. That's what I think we can do right now.
Traveler, please.
But like I say, one thing is we actually can't use it like permanently. I mean my Dark Covenant, so it's like a 36 seconds recharge right now, while a duration is 30.
The way is clear. Now I can make.
Well, duration is 30 seconds, so we have like 6 seconds. But it's actually okay. It's actually not 6 seconds, right? You see, the moment we out of the circle of power. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. This minus recharge working kind of strange. Alright, so theoretically, if I put a circle of power here, and then use my Dark Covenant, I only need like 6 seconds before I can use it again. But apparently it's going back to 60 seconds the moment I step out of Dark Covenant. And yeah, look at this. So this is the 30 seconds. It's disappear in the half mark of this.
I know it's dangerous here.
All right. So like my genius plan of using Dark Covenant, Circle of Power plus Dark Covenant, it's actually a dud. It's impossible. Because of that minus recharge from Circle of Power only working when if you stay inside a Circle of Power. So yeah, that makes things worse actually. Believe me or not.
The necklace! Oh!
Got the necklace. Should have grabbed like a potion of experience from my storage. And because I have only one left and gonna run out of it soon. Well, mistakes were made. And that's fine, we can always go back. Yeah, okay, so like then I definitely can't remove my yeah, the conclusion of this, I definitely can remove my Pendle of Mortal Rage. Gonna lose too much of the pure damage. It's absolutely unacceptable. No chance we can do that.
Oh, l'Eterno.
Leonidas quest, got all of this.
If I look worried.
This time around I should not forget about that Leonidas quest. Never again, guys. There's random horses. Enjoying the random event.
I was taking a morning.
Okay, let's go with one shoot this Nessus here. Didn't one shoot him like two strikes. That's a little bit disappointing. Quite a bit disappointing. I don't know how this guy gonna handle hardcore dungeons, you know. It probably will be okay even with this like resistances during the normal gameplay. But hardcore dungeons actually is a big question. Also, you know what we realize? We didn't kill a Toxicus the murderer on an epic difficulty, did we? We did not. We went to hardcore dungeons. We went through them really fast, but I completely forgot about Toxicus. That's what happened. Damn it. Nobody told me. It's fine, like, we were very strong on epic difficulty. So there was like was no chance not to kill the Toxicus. Or fell prey to it. Even. There was no chance for that. Still a slight missharp on my part. Like when we're trying to get all the checks on these hardest bosses and hardest content. Like I mentioned in one of my posts on the Discord, it's like it is a marker of successful build if you can clear all of those boxes like Toxicus, Hardcore Dungeons, Toxic Anubis. If you can clear all of them with without dying, rather to say, Dactyl also from the same category. For this build also like I feared that Doppelganger would be like dangerous, but we met Doppelganger in epic difficulty, killed him in 2 seconds. No kidding. I saw that the Doppelganger at least have potential to kill me in 2 seconds. No, he didn't. He just died like nothing. Without even dealing any significant damage to me, like by significant, I mean he didn't done any damage to me at all. Okay, I got this quest, but what we need first is kill the boar snatcher. It's like I call it first real boss, because it's taking a little bit more time to kill than Nessus. In fact, I almost spent more time than putting those buffs on me than actually killing the guy. Like with those buffs, I have like around 13k DPS. Right, the banner plus spinning my onslaught a little bit, and plus Dark Covenant.
I used to sell plows and scythes to farmers, but since the monsters, it's been
Intelligence, health, energy. This is like not bad one, but not actually a good one either. Unfortunately. Good morning, Memento Mori. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I saw some screenshots on a Discord. You're getting to the necromancers dudes, right? In a Grim Dawn. Those guys are awkward, but I guess they better than Brotherhood of Camelin. Hey, Culturny. But speaking of that other Brotherhood, right? It's actually part of the Forgotten Gods DLC, and it's very much like related to the Forgotten Gods DLC.
Mortal, if the spiders are not...
While the Uruburuk, or whatever it's called, the leader of the Brotherhood of Necromancers, actually are part of some secret quests here as well. That's kind of sort of thing. But yeah, Necromancers should be like a good choice. I myself choose the Necromancers, the Brotherhood. Or in my first time playing the game, I mean. Or those like Camelin fanatics, whatever they call themselves. Alright, almost out here of potion of experience, so we need to go back. But first,
You have cleansed. Thank you, stranger.
200 health. 200 health is good because we're gonna lose some health by replacing the relics soon. Or charm. Just need to find. Actually, I don't need to find anyone.
Good day.
You know, for some reason,
Right.
I thought we need to farm to find an enchanter.
So, go on, don't make him wait.
So you're go now.
We actually don't. We actually don't. Okay, +1 to all skills. We're gonna increase the damage of Whirlwind here. So next skill we like leveling up here.
Hippias, old
We just
Hippias
learned
was
that our shenanigans with a leveling up circle of power will not be of any use to me, unfortunately. Okay, let's go grab like additional potion and think about getting myself some elemental resistance from some relics.
Hail,
So what I
traveler!
want,
Store your things with me!
I want to remove that Dionysus wine skin from here. All right, and I want some potions.
Here
Let's get this done. Yeah, I really don't know. Like, I probably using the best leggings for this guy, like poison and bleeding resistance. But maybe I can get like something better, like something that giving me a lot of poison and bleeding resistance, but even better than this resolute dictum leggings from a set. Is there anything like that? Like better, she's also giving me some um, elemental resistance. All right. Okay, so like there's Beliasma Greaves, Piercing, Poison, Vitality, 20 Elemental, 20 Bleeding. But it's all 20s, like so it's not good, not good. This one Intelligence. The Traveling Boots, Piercing, Bleeding, Production, Entrapment, Reduction, Petrification, and Freezing, which is actually good. I would like to have a reduction in freezing duration, but yeah, it's not much of resistance, unfortunately. This is from Eternal Embers. Eternal Ember stuff doesn't have any good resistances to begin with, unfortunately. Legacy of Defiler. That's intelligent gear. +1 to all skills. Fire resistance. Fire damage. That's absolutely not it. Okay, let's check one more point here. Anything cool and proper for this build? Okay, fire, vitality, physical. The thing is, we actually really good at vitality resistance. We're actually really good at vitality resistance, which I usually care more than anything. Okay, so like nothing here. What I want. I remove a relic. I remove that Dionysus wine skin from my ring, and think about some relic or charm that can give me a more of elemental resistance. More of elemental resistance. Like I don't really know like what's gonna be good here. Do we have like anything new relics here? Burn damage, chance like elemental resistance, please. Anything? There is Atlas Endurance. So 7 poison, 7 vitality, and elemental resistance. But do we have like Atlas Endurance with elemental resistance bonus? Let's see, bonus on completion, resist elementals. So we can get like okay, so Atlas. additional 7 poison resistance which we need, and around 25 elemental resistance. It's probably better than getting Demon Blood with just 18 elemental resistance, right? But do we have anything better than this? Anything better than this? Bleeding damage. On Kero defensive ability would be good, but it's like only for shields. Also, I should like look something better for my torso. Using the Gwen Yurn Grace defensive ability and defensive ability. Actually, what kind of grace we using? 16. Okay, 60 defensive and bleeding resistance. So this one doesn't give me incarnation of Atlas bleeding resistance, unfortunately. Will be also kinda great if it would. Okay, armor protection. That's intelligence. That's fire resistance. Piercing damage. That's all about damage here. Alright. Total damage. Okay, it's all about. Do we have any cool charms? Maybe. Any cool charms? Scarab chance. Amulet and necklaces. Okay, that's not gonna work for me. The scarab, that is. Let's see about other thing. All armor, that's health. Chance, that's not good. Vitality damage, don't care. This is like actually kind of good legend Sun Worshipper Ichor. From 100 to 250 bonus fire damage. If only, okay, yeah. Okay, actions both. If only that we would use some green items actually for damage, for staffs, because the legend staffs actually much better. Can I check this this place? I don't think anything. I don't think there's anything better than an atlas that give me any elemental resistance to maximize my elemental resistance gain, so that I could put on rings. No, I don't think so. The demon blood, I guess, I can only give you 18%, and we're already good on.
Keep you.
Sorry, let me get some water here. Yeah, in terms of demon blood, we're already good on vitality resistance. Okay, so I guess this is Atlas Endurance. Additional 7 poison resistance, which should be okay for me, and 25, 25, 24. Why 25, 25. 25 elemental resistance here.
So long.
Okay, so that's got me like to 57 fire and lightning, 64 cold resistance, and we get an additional 5% from the quest, from a proper offering. So that's gonna make it 60, 62. I guess we would need to live with this kind of resistances, right? Because we're using stone binders and pendant of mortal range to maximize my damage here. But those things actually reducing my potential for all the resistances I can get. Maybe like I can do it like differently. Get +3 to all skills here. Get some. But how we can I don't know, this is also like quite substantial amount of DPS. Really? Okay. Yeah. Let's just get back. Divine 120 damage and 30% physical resistance on a relic. Yes, and there's could be even like additional 15% to attack speed. Welcome, welcome, by the way. That's a new chaos relics for you. Chaos dungeons relics. Sounds balanced. I mean, it is balanced in terms, like I say, that we're struggling with resistances right now, right? So usually I would like have some different gloves here with a lot of resistances. But now, like if you're gonna go like with hardcore dungeons like this, on legendary difficulty, I'm feeling myself vulnerable. The damage is good so far. The damage is good. It's only one thing, one saving grace. If only I had like some better Stonebinder Scarf with more like stats to them. That's another question of this Essence of Order. But other things you only like can equip it on level 60, so not gonna help you in an early game when you have more chances to use the green items for gloves. Honestly, I'm not using the Stonebinder calves like that often in my builds. It's just this relics, this Essence of Order, making actually Stonebinder calves are way better than they were before. Way more benefits. So I'm not exactly complaining. Don't get me wrong. Okay, Megara cost, did we turn in all the side quests? We did, we good. What's even more broken? What's even more broken? That's the Essence of Order. It's Essence of Chaos. That's the one that you can put on your helmet. And because like for all of my builds, the best helmet is always Helmet helmet. It's just literally the best helmet there is in the game. Putting that relic on a helmet, if you play in any like uh elemental damage build, it's just insane because that's giving you it's basically the same as this one, but it's giving you like elemental 120 elemental damage. That's what we actually did with my previous build. Having a nice and round 20k DPS with that after. In fact, I would say like that Essence of Chaos was specifically tailored towards like some heavily intelligence oriented rune mastery builds. It just like fitting so well with rune mastery elemental damage buffs. I mean. Yeah, 20k from for previous build. We kinda can reach quite a bit of more than 10k, I guess, like with this guy, if you do it right. But I need to buff myself. Buff myself. I'm in a banner. Okay, so if I put like this one, put in banner, put in this one, and start and spin in my own slot, right? So this is gonna be like only 14k. Only 14k DPS. Critting like for 10k, which is kinda good. But yeah, not as good as 20k yet. Unfortunately. So this guy in terms of DPS also kinda not bad at all. Not bad at all. DPS, cleaning speed so far. All of those I like. But a little bit worrying, especially okay, so like we did have
We've got troubles. Every part
we
of
did
the
have
dead race that
trouble with
The
Greece
truth is,
dungeon.
old sailors tell
With Greece hardcore dungeon yesterday. In terms of that I don't have like that much of freezing resistance, by that much I have absolute zero freezing resistance. And that was like resulting in me getting quite a bit of more damage than I was expecting from this bit to this guy. Especially when our defensive ability drop it down right now. It was like 700s, but we replace it the relic on a ring.
So, Zeus protect us all. Everyone's talking about the...
Okay, I'm dead. Gonna help them with this undead problem. Yeah, like casual crit for 11k or 10k to do some that. No challenge at all. And that's like I didn't use my sync yet, so if I put a banner here. Did they just like 25, 20? Okay, just casual 24k. 24k against some that. Still not as best damage we could get. Oh no, like our greatest damage actually increased at some point. It was 30k today when we started the game. It's 39k already. I'll take it. All because we're dealing quite a bit more damage to undead. Look at this. Look at this, guys. So first of all, plus 70 flat physical damage to undead, and then we have additional 169 damage to undead, while taking 80% less damage to them. So basically, those undead like dealing legendary difficulty, 15 damage. Well, they're still dealing some damage, so. If this was like something with defense mastery, so I can block every 3 times per second, I mean, preventing those guys from dealing more damage to me, this build will be even better. Mind you, you know what? This guy also doesn't have any armor absorption percentage increase. All we have currently is just basic armor absorption. Feels weird. I don't know, like for some reason all my Spellbreakers I feel like more inclining toward a glass cannon thing. Right, maximum damage output, but not that much in terms of defenses. It's just like kills them before they kill you. Think. That was about my build in Grim Dawn. This was about my first build here. in Titan Quest 2. The Prickly Biscuit, this game has the fundamental lack of shotguns. I don't know, like it will be. I would say it would be quite inappropriate for the game settings. Like people like in the Titan Quest about its settings, right? Despite despite like Grim Dawn, which is also have well, it doesn't have a shotguns, but it does have a guns in general. Despite it being better like in all aspects, I heard it from a lot of people like they like in the Titan Quest better because of settings, right? And why insane I should do another Titan Quest run again. Yeah, like I heard just recently from okay, hold it, kill the Typhoon, Cyclop, I mean. Yeah, so I just heard recently from Asimov. He also started his another Titan Quest run after some break, if I understand. Holidays also come in. What the best game to to get like cozy and relaxed and it get a lot of like positive vibes. It's Titan Quest, of course. Speaking of Grim Dawn, I tend to do mindless Green Crucible, but the lack of the resistance make the early levels nightmarish. You know, this seems like I never played actually Crucible. I never played the Crucible. Like, never. First of all, like, I had my Grim Dawn on my GOG account for like for a while, and I just didn't have the Crucible DLC. But then I got it like on Steam, and then I got like everything, but I still like didn't like go to the Crucible at all. It's like same as the Titan Quest though. The Titan Quest does have like something like a Crucible too, the Tartarus. I just don't feel in like my kind of game. What his face like kind of tilted me in Titan Quest because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah, thought about doing your pilgrim build, but playing the first 20 levels X Max without a proper AoE choosing skill sounds fun. Yeah, you need for pilgrim you need some time to get started on your AoE. In fact, like this guy, the Spellbreaker, so far one of the like fastest build in terms, and it doesn't even have like any proper like area skills, you know. It's just fast. It's just auto attacking, but it's doing like super fast. I don't know what the fact is going on with him. Yeah, hope all the inherited gear will carry me through. Well, it would be hard for level 20 up until well maybe until level 30, 34, 35 I would say. Yeah, Spellbreaker is fun as hell. As through the two weapons procs just miles through mobs. Yeah, but the thing is, the funny thing about this Spellbreaker, I didn't actually like utilize my dual wielding up until I got like to level like 30 or 40 or something, right? So we just were like randomly putting some couple of points here and there in dual wielding, but I was still using a shield. And then like when we got like all the points for the dual wield to proc, right, more often. Only that I switched shield to oh, those guys dealing damage. Yeah, only then I switched from shield to the second sword. But yeah, it's feeling like a little bit fragile especially compared to Pilgrim.
A gentle, you see, I
The
have...
Pilgrim had it all. Like Pilgrim had like good damage, good AoE, and good survivability. Like the ultimate build. But like you mentioned, on X Max will be hard to start it. Well, maybe not hard, not a word, but like yeah, troublesome in terms of killing all of them. You know what? Like Azotaris, the build we played before, before this one, the Azotaris was actually good as well, and it had like very early AOE right away. It's probably the build which in which we had like the most AOE skills like out of it. So we had like this Shankpo bomb, we had rune mines, we had like periodically some Seal of Fate, and what else? There was like one more area, I believe.
Can you
Oh, like
place
the Rune Ward Explored. I got like so much positive impression about that skill. I believe I played the Rune Ward Explored with my Stone Speaker. That's like Rune Mastery plus Earth Mastery, but my Stone Speaker was like using melee weapons, and honestly, that Rune Ward Explored wasn't like
A
doing
blacksmith of remarkable skill lives in the hills by Helico.
that much of things.
I lost my possession.
But actually, when I used like a Rune Ward Explored with thrown weapons, it was like a quite substantial area skill, you know. It was killing everything with one hit, right? The radius a little bit small, on the smaller side, but it's just like, you know, the passive area skill, not worse from an Aiden after attack area skill. I would say not worse than that. Okay, I mean maybe a little worse than, but not for a big margin. Yes, Squall all the different rune skills as well. Okay, I still got like a Thunder as well. Those guys like have crazy area. Yes, like we did like discuss it with Necronos Drop that actually we played like Rune Mastery plus Maiden Mastery, but if I play like Rune Mastery plus Storm Mastery would actually be better in terms of damage and AoE and probably survivability. Because Squall is not only about AoE, Squall is actually a very good defensive spell, reducing enemy damage by 45%, completely shutting down archers. I really fan of it. And I think my first Storm Mastery I ever streamed, it was Paladin build. It was Paladin build, which just was also like a very disastrous build, a very bad one. And I got in an argument with someone in the chat, you know, like me being playing Titan Quest from 2007. I thought I know it all, which like I never got like to legendary difficulty before I started streaming. But I was like absolutely against like idea to using Squall. I was like under the impression it was like bad skill without even trying it, mate. That was so ridiculous. Guess if you still had like this, the YouTube channel, people would be able to see all my like previous, all my first Titan Quest streams, like. And I imagine most of them were thinking, what the heck this guy is even talking about? Like Squall not been useful or hard to use or something. I don't even know like what I was saying. But the funniest thing actually, despite the Paladin was disastrously bad, I had the most like viewed Titan Quest video on my YouTube channel before it's gone. It was actually about Paladin build. Paladin and Summoner. Paladin was the first place. And both of those builds were disastrous. Okay, no Shadow No over here in a while. No luck. But you know, like the funniest thing about Pilgrim build, you're saying it's like an area at the beginning of the game, right? But like I said, the funniest thing is if you play the Pilgrim build um, on a release date or like a couple of weeks after, even a couple of months after the release of that Eternal Embers, you would not say such a thing about it's like an area at the beginning, because even with a 1 point into the bomb skill, without having any proper intelligence, right, to scale your elemental damage, you still would kill like most everything with the Shanpo bomb. That's how powerful the skill was like on the DLC release. Okay, Summon Sense Frequent a shield. We'll take this. And what about the side quests here? The Skeleton Raiders, that's the only one we need to report. And a proper offering, that's gonna increase my elemental resistances. So we're looking good more or less here. A bunch of potions, I'll take that. There's a hardcore dungeon over there, but something telling me I'm not really ready yet for that. Not yet, guys. I'm gonna level up a little bit more. Another problem I did experience yesterday with hardcore dungeons on epic difficulty already. That's like in the first. So the Gris dungeon was the hardest one, because of all the different reasons. And one of them is like enemy not being enemy not being undead. Right? I was like lacking in my damage killing them, because like I only had like 1k offensive ability, which is like a 1k offensive ability quite good for normal enemies on epic difficulty, but it was not enough to like to do those massive crits, right, on the monsters in hardcore dungeon. So I was doing like the highest crit I was doing on them, it was like around 2k. Something like that. So I imagine if you not do something about my offensive ability with this guy, towards the Ragnarok difficulty, towards the hardcore
Sit down.
dungeons,
You are welcome to.
we all have the problem too.
Welcome. You, warrior. I have given.
Okay. Meanwhile, 5% permanent resistance to elementals, 62 fire, 69 to cold, 62 lightning, and I don't think it's getting better than this. What do you think, guys? Unless I will get some a better breastplate. All right, some really cool monster and frequent with some piercing, poison, and elemental resistances. That's the only thing I see that can save us. Let's see.
Be as the mouse, set aside provisions. That's Hesiod.
The flesh river goes through here. Don't care about it. And we do have the shield, prison resistance, strength, health, attack. I guess we put in this
Live
one
long,
into
O
storage.
traveler.
Let's get the skeleton raiders quest done. It's gonna give me like a level up.
So the skeleton in future times.
So 3 skill points, more points into Whirlwind, I guess. So that's like maxed it out, plus 49 additional physical damage when we're using a Whirlwind. And I don't know what next. I can get myself Ancestral Warriors actually, you know, like for this emergency baton, like extra help, extra mid shields, could be useful in hardcore dungeons, right? So we established that we don't need a banner on level 13, because the maximum we get in it it's like level 10, and then like a bonus to damage, offensive ability and stuff not increasing after level 10. I was thinking about Slam early in the game, but maybe I should like rethink about this, taking it once more. It does have like relatively short cooldown too. Sorry about this. Alternatively, I can put like more points into Battle Rage, which is again I never liked that skill. Never like it to spend points into it. Rather, it's good. It's good when it's procced, but it's always good on 1 point because of like a 33% offensive ability. What else? I can increase my dash ward. Maybe get like someone outsider too. Can get that too. I always can get like more points into life drain. Yeah. So there is some skills. There is some skills. We established the circle of power just good enough on 1 points because the minus recharge doesn't work if you step outside the circle of power. Did we talk to the guy? We talked to the guy. So let's get myself the Ancestral Warriors. For this I need the Mystic.
Dissolve your past. Relearn
Gonna
your
remove
future.
this point here. Gonna remove 3 points from the banner. The only thing that more points into banner after level 10 doing is like giving your banner more health.
Your choices have been made.
So Ancestral Warriors, extra time, 17 seconds, and so I just level up them higher for more physical damage. Yeah, we should. We should, and then like start working on live drain as well. Okay, let's see how those guys are gonna do. And they're not they're not gonna do that good. It's gonna take ages for them to kill anything. Well, maybe not exactly ages, but long enough, long enough. And also funny thing about like this circle of power is just, well, not just notice, I just like confirmed that is how it works, like, right? So if you want to get your minus recharge, alright, if you want to get your minus recharge on a skill, that's bonus like 39% minus recharge, you need to use a skill inside the circle of power and stay inside the circle of power for as long as it's lasting, and then you still will not get like full 39% bonus to the skills. Because like if you take the long the skill is a long cooldown like this Ancestral Warriors, alright. The moment you step out of Circle of Power, you're gonna lose that minus 39% to recharge. But at the same time, the moment the Circle of Power just disappeared, right? And it's like lasting for how long? 12 seconds? 12 seconds duration. So the moment like 12 seconds gone, you also don't have those minus recharge. So I guess like the Circle of Power, the real use for Circle of Power is first of all it's for mages, right? First of all, it's for mages, so it's buffing mages, buffing your vitality damage, and vitality damage, as we established before, is something that's scaling with your intelligence. So we put in like Circle of Power and using something like a life drain on it. Life drain with it, and that's like gonna improve the cooldown of life drain like significantly. Well, it's like still through second. But here you can benefit a lot more from life drain. In fact, life drain could be like become for mage the the major area skill, for vitality mage. Obviously, it's not gonna work on undead. But still, yeah. After playing this Spellbreaker and having like some memories of my diviner, right? Spirit mastery plus dream mastery, which I also was trying to build um, as vitality damage, but never managed to do that because it was actually melee DPS. I really want to try the vitality damage mage, like real vitality damage mage. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do that like at some point. Hello, Olidole, welcome. Did you try to link something in chat? Yeah, we don't have the links here. Just send me a private message or put it on Discord and like better private message on Twitch if you're I don't want to join a Discord, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker against Spellbreaker. I killed him before he could spellbreak me. Nice. Feels good. That's a diary. The teenager diary. Almost looked like a real item. You know what else like I noticed in Grim Dawn actually? I got used so much to this special sounds and icons of the items in Titan Quest now. When I was playing like this Grim Dawn character recently, I was like, oh my god, like there are some items drop and there's like no sound. It was like so surprising, so unexpected. I almost like miss all of those like blue loots. The good thing there's like a lot of loot in Grim Dawn in terms of like epic and legendary items. But still, like I say, this special sounds effect on the item drop was something that Titan Quest like never had before, like half a year ago. And now like absolutely feeling it's like essential to the game. Shrine of Battle Marker. So I wonder how much damage we can get, like how much DPS we can get with Shrine of Battle Marker plus all of these buffs. Let's check out, guys. This is... Can we get more than 20k DPS here? Can we do it? So put this, put the banner, put this. Get myself spinning. Get myself spinning, and the DPS 16k. 16k only. Yeah. Can even get 20k with battle marker. Shame, shame. Because I believe, like, okay, so I'm gonna lie probably a little bit here, because I can't remember the exact number, but it definitely was more than 20k DPS with our previous build, which I successfully forgot the name of the class again. More than 20k damage when we use the battle marker on it. I would dare to say it even I was approaching like 30k. As a terrorist, okay, as a terrorist is the name of the build.
The army was vast. It was...
Yeah. Okay, Gorgons. I really hope this time around, on this run, when we really need some good Stonebinder scalps, we're actually gonna get some Stonebinders. Please, game, I really beg you. Never saw any Stonebinders like in years. In years. I think we need at some points to get like this X Max mod and run it in order to get specifically those stone binders. Look at those stupid snakes. The moment they saw banner and a circle of power, they just slithered around, slithered away. I mean.
I can't believe I let.
Okay, so now the Pendant Immortal Rage here. It's not better than my current one.
Thank you, but goodbye.
In fact, it works in all points. Now the battle marker. I'm gonna kill a couple of Gorgons here. You know, guys, like I do have like impressions that the Stonebinders calves like are bugged and they just not dropping anymore. That's kind of impression I have right now. I remember, like, you know, before like I started using my Titan Quest Vault, because it took like an extra half a year to persuade me to use it. So before that, and when we actually started to use my Titan Quest Vault, I still wasn't like collecting any monster and frequent. In fact, I was like thinking about them being useless, and I was like selling them. You know, like I was like, oh, this is some kind of like weird green items. But you know, obviously legendary items would be better to have. And I was just selling them. I remember back in the days, I have like so many of Stonebinder scarves. I actually sold Like solved. Just like that. And now like after that, like when we really like, I think my diviner was the first, like it was my 9 build or something, and his was the first who actually utilized the Stonebinder scarves, and I came to understanding how good they can be in some situations, some builds. And I was like started to desire to get like some good Stonebinders with more like resistances for legendary difficulty. But yeah, unfortunately, like in a year, it's been years since I saw like Stonebinder scarves last time. And I'm not really exaggerating here, believe me or not.
Hold on there. We've got.
Because again, no challenge.
How did you?
We sent a scouting. It seems.
We have a Hydra next. We'll hail the Hydra. This probably will be easy. To think that back in the days, in my early builds, I was thinking about Hydra like one of those, you know, cornerstone monsters that we need to defeat to prove the build. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow I think I have those scarves on the normal difficulty. Does I still have +3 to all skills on normal? It's +1, okay. Okay, got those boys. There goes the big and scary Hydra. Not so scary. Not so scary at all. 5 seconds fight. 5 seconds fight. It actually took me probably the longest boss fight so far. But you get 3 items. 3 items from it. I'll take it. Okay, now I shall lose my good standing with a homestead to save some witch from the burning stake. I don't know. Yeah, there's some quests like that, Memento Mori. You will get your standing back. You'll get your standing back. You know, the thing is like when you get like through the game once, you will get like access when you get like you will get access to this like reputation booster items, which can be shared between all characters, and that's actually how you're gonna play the Grim Dawn after that. Just get a bunch of those
Hail! You. If you see our troop.
um, reputation boosters. There's even a special one for negative reputation with monsters, but they harder to get because if I understand, they're only dropping from Nemesis things, and it's only like random chance. Get myself a potion here, please.
You were in the swamp after the scouts get back.
And legendary item, what we got? We got useless shade set, the Paths of Mortals. The Dwarf Biter, which is also not that great. And Spectral Defender Shield. And that's all? I think that's all, guys. Oh well. Could be better. Could be better. But yes, 3 items from Hydra. No wonder people farming Hydra in Legendary to get those sweet items. Honestly, so first of all, I never farmed Hydra, but every time I was killing it, especially at the beginning of my streaming career, if you call it that, I wouldn't get like any items at all from it. It was very rarely for me to get like something from Hydra. But I guess the most rare guy to get some items from, it was actually Suitor. Dude, like I hate that guy. First of all, it's like not very fast fight. But for some reason, because like you spam in very close on the fountain to the Suitor, and you end in your like legendary difficulty before that, Eternal Embers came, yeah, to view yours, end in your legendary difficulty on in a Suitor chamber, in a Ragnarok. At least my early character did, before I had like Atlantis too. I started doing Atlantis after Ragnarok. But any case, it was because of that reason I started trying to farm some Suitor. I don't know what reason it was. Like recently we were farming him for the stupid dungeon keys. Dungeon key to the legendary dungeon. I never get it. Like I farmed him a lot, like 30 times, 30 kill maybe in one day. And from those 30 kills I maybe got like 3 or 4 items, legendary items. So yeah, in terms of like getting loot from a boss, the Suitor is just like very stingy.
Ah, I shall not be made.
You know, very stingy.
I beg of you.
Okay guys, the question here, will we find the Toxicus here in the catacombs?
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh God, oh Jesus Christ! Welcome, Rapid Watch. Welcome, mate. Also, guys, a little bit of announcement here. I didn't make it on the beginning of the stream, but there's, you know, it was too early for most people to be in here. But we're done with Subnautica. We unravel all the mysteries about like the quarantine on the planet and stuff, and we build the rocket, the spaceship, which is almost crushed when we tried to escape the planet, but we did escape the planet. So today, on the evening stream, right? That's of course if we all have electricity. We're gonna check out a new game from a new CRPG from Overcast, right? From the guys who created Pathfinder, called Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. It is currently in alpha stage, right? So not even beta, and the Owlcast are known for a lot of bugs, even in the game that like fully released, right? So we're expecting a lot of bugs, but we're gonna take a look in the game nonetheless to see how actually the CRPG game in Warhammer 40k universe looks like. What kind of rules they gonna use there? Like, I don't know, like this Pathfinder was like all apparent. They just using the Pathfinder rule set. Alright, all the skills, but how is it gonna be like this Warhammer? We're gonna check it out today. It's not any like kind of like I thought like Warhammer 40k was like a FPS thing. There's like a lot of games like in different genres in Warhammer 40k. I mean, there's FPS things. There's strategy like Warhammer. Okay, do we have actually Warhammer strategy? We don't. But there's like okay, so there's a kind of like RPGs even. There's also like Warhammer Dawn of War, which is like more or less like RTS. There's different genres. But yeah, like one thing about like our today's Warhammer adventure is that I need to thank the Fextra Life team. If you don't know them, guys, check it out. Them on Twitch. I mean, it's not like promoted or anything. It's just like the Fextra Life was the reason that I have this opportunity to. To stream to try out that Rock Trader. Fextra Life also was behind the Plague Tales Requiem we played before, and behind the Evil West we supposed to play someday soon. So just like a little bit of appreciation from my side. Did we just like one shot at this guy? 29k crit. and you were supposed to think that physical damage builds, physical / vitality damage builds are very bad against undead. You would tend to think that.
Mysterious word. Thank you, young warrior.
It's not true at all. Not for this guy. And it's like legendary difficulty, guys. Like, mind you, undead have the most resistances to your vitality damage and physical damage. Yeah, Necro Aura reduces enemy armor effectiveness too. Yes, like I mean the thing behind our successes, I guess, like Spirit Ward that's giving you some physical damage, and Spirit Bane, of course, giving like a lot more damage to undead. But the banner here, the Triumph, reducing the physical resistance by -60, and this combination is kind of insane. In fact, we also have like additional damage to undead on this sword. Alright, 50% more damage, so our total damage to undead is 169% and plus 70 bonus like physical damage too. All of this like greatest damage you see here, 39k right now, it's probably dealt to undead. But usually, just like saying, physical damage builds, vitality damage builds are kinda like weak against undead because of the stupid resistance to all of this type of damage. I'm still okay, so like another
Phaedrus, I am bound east on up.
another journey through the memory line. Right, I still remember my early build, early gaming. With I was playing the assassin, rogue mastery plus warfare mastery, and I was literally crying on legendary difficulty when we need to kill the Bandari, the terracotta sorcerer, which is also kind of undead, a lot of like physical resistance, and I wasn't dealing any damage to him at all, especially when getting like slowed all the time. That was like so. I was like so desperate back
Welcomes Derda
back
City.
there.
Once, long ago.
They both daggers. Then you won't get like attack speed from the War Mastery first node on the left bottom probably. No, it's getting like attack mastery to all like to attack speed to all attacks. It says sword, sword, axe, and clubs, but the daggers actually it's kind of like sword as well. I mean, it's called a dagger. Dagger is how like they call it in the name here, but it's like the class is actually a sword, right? It's the same. It's the same as uh, what's a good example here? Axes, clubs. Maybe it could be like X. Maybe the treating is like an X, but I think it's like they're treating it like a sword. I don't know. I mean, this is not there. There's nothing that telling this dagger, right? There's absolutely nothing that's saying it's dagger, except there's this guy has dagger in his name. It's just a name, right? But this one has like doesn't even have any dagger mentioned in its name, right? So it could be axe, it could be sword. Yeah, probably doesn't matter because you like always on high speed game, but it's always played on normal, so like matters to me. No, we do have a bonus. We do have a bonus. Yeah, we can check easily. Let's let's do that just that. Let's do that just that. So we had to have 168 attack speed over here.
Untie the strands of fate. May destiny teach you greatness.
And 165, so I remove 1 point, remove 3%, and it's removes 3% from this attack speed. I'm back to 168. Yeah, Dagger's kind of a sword that's news to me. It's like it's like in Grim Dawn, you have this scythes as well, right? Like scythe or something, but it's actually what is axe, right? Like the item class is axe or something like that. It's like akin to these rules. Yeah, every day you learning something new. Like, tell me about that. I'm approaching soon. We'll get to like to my 2K hours in Titan Quest, and I bet there's a bunch of things I still don't know about it. And not like some minor scenes, like some probably some big scenes related to the game mechanic, and they also like changing the stuff, like in the recent patches, right? In the recent patches, for example, they changes how damage reflection works, or rather say they nerf damage reflection from magical creatures, right? So they literally don't have damage reflection anymore. And it took me some time to notice that. Stuff like that. Also, like another new thing that we 2K only scrub. Well, okay, it's not yet 2K. It's not yet 2K. In fact, like currently it's only 70. We're only approaching 1800s. Like so, I jumped the gun say in 2K. We need like 200 something more hours for that. Probably a couple of more months. Couple of more builds. But the good news, guys, the good news, alright?
Yes, I'm...
Was it Arcadius who asking me about how many more builds we'll have to do? Or was it actually Rangel? I did check out, good morning Rangel, welcome. Speaking of which, of whom, yeah, so like I did check it out,
This is locked.
and apparently we still have like 40 something classes to
more
go
room.
through. Just 40 something classes, and every class can have from 1 to 2 different builds, if not more. So we have plenty of more builds, guys, to bring to you.
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you have fire. You have Zeus-like bolts to throw, and I have things to sell you.
Okay, so it was Rangel. Ritual Champ of Feasting. Energy Leech, Vitality damage to demons. I mean, I'm gonna put that into storage for no apparent reason. Because it does have like a lot of kind of buffs. So there's another outsider backler here. Health regen. It's probably going to the storage too. Haven't sold any lupine clothes here, I didn't. Two skills, selling everything.
So long.
Have something to store?
Okay, so I'm back. Like I was saying, 2K hours only. Yeah, I explained it that it's not actually. I jumped the gun. It's not 2K yet. Need a little bit more, like, to get to 2K. Like one more month's playing, and then we're good.
Goodbye!
But guys, if you're thinking that much, right? If you're thinking that much, you're severely mistaken. I don't know how many hours the line of epic heroes has in Titan Quest. I think like well, way more than me, basically way more, like times 3 or times 5 more than me. Actually, who's watching the times who's watching his stream? Like I dare you to ask him.
Aha! Thank you, stranger.
He used to live in Titan Quest, right? There's also Kerp like gaming. You know, he's doing Titan Quest stream usually um, at a later time. All right, he's also have more hours in Titan Quest than me. I think. Never asked him also. But you know, the thing is, like, couple of years ago, when I started watching Grim Dawn, and I started watching Grim Dawn from from all you know, Wrecked by Protoss, right? Wrecked by Protoss. This was yeah, a couple of years ago. So back in those days, he already had like more than 4K hours in Grim Dawn. So I like it's for some reason it's just like staying in my memory. Because there was like someone who was asking him about his hours, and he just like dropped it like you know, offhanded. It's just 4K hours, a little bit more than that. I was like, dude, and I only had like back there like maybe 100 hours, something hours in Titan Quest. It was also like when I was just starting streaming Titan Quest. And then guys, like we don't need to go that far away. Yeah, I played 10 questions like patch like 1.0. I lost like many saves to that patch too. Yeah, I remember like the Titan Quest in 2007, right? It was like so buggy. The game was so buggy. It not even like joking. It was good, but it was beyond buggy. Okay, so like what I wanted to say, we don't need to go that far away about like how many hours someone spend in the games. Every know that the one and only Nekanosrop, right, our moderator. So you know how many hours he's spent in a Dark Souls 3? I just gonna copy pasted the hours from his profile. That's how many. So me approaching 2K hours in Titan Quest, it's not even like not even worth mentioning. 6,269 hours. Dark Souls 3. That's impressive. So low. Well, I hope, I think that'll be like more hours with Elden Ring for any kind of throw, because it does look like he's enjoying Elden Ring quite a bit right now. Oh my god, I put all of these buffs only to one shot at the... There's 40k. It's just 40k the guy. I just 40k some beautiful undead. It's actually 42k, guys. It apparently was something even higher than that before 42k. Rangel saying at least like Dark Souls and Elden Rings are worse a game. I mean they good, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. After a couple of K hours, they not different from Titan Quest. They not different in Titan Quest in their like you know excitement. I guess the reason for the Dark Souls so many hours for Necronostorp is probably was like the online scene, right? Because like what I understand, the online in Dark Souls 3 was like way more better than the online scene in at least before all of those recent years. It was like much better than Elden Ring. So it's like more like the multiplayer scene. The secrets worth looking into if you don't Google them. You mean like Elden Ring and stuff? Yeah, but like if you play the sufficient amount of hours, it's just the same routine, it's just different build doing the same thing. The bosses have every same pattern and stuff. Yeah, generally it's for every game. For every game, even like you know those like roguelike games, procedure generated games. I was like given an example of Hades game. The Hades is roguelike game, like hack and slash game, right? So similar in gameplay to Titan Quest, but it's roguelike, so there's a lot of random synced random traits you're gonna use for your every single next playthrough. But it's actually at some point, even after 100 something hours I played, Hades has became every next build, every next run became like very similar to my next run, or to my previous run, rather to say. But more importantly, the better example of this, it's Slay the Spire. It's like probably the best example of roguelike game that you can spend thousands of hours playing and still getting something new out of it. But actually, after thousands of hours, it still would get like to this very predictable outcome, despite like having so many like maybe seemingly unpredictable points when you just started the game. Like I'm just watching Jorbs. It's like very famous and probably the face of Slay the Spire streaming, right? So he has this kind of thing like 100 heart win for the during the 1 month events, right? So kill the heart is the final boss in Slay the Spire 100 times during the months, which is like every game taking about 2 hours. So it's like a considerable achievement. And he was like back when all the challenges started, he was already good. He was like already good. He was like very good. He has very good analytical mind, and the Sales Aspire a lot about analysis and taking the risks. You know, which is also like saying the Jobs was also like ex poker player, so he has this like cultured ability to take risks, experience with it. But what I meant to say, like after like a couple of years watching him, I noticed how easily, like for him to win the on session 20, basically the hardest version of the game against the final boss nowadays, his like win rate just skyrocketing compared to the early days. Like average person will get maybe like one win per like 50 games if he's lucky enough to get like all the cards lining up, all the stars lining up. But yeah, like for him it's just easy, just sufficient amount of hours in the game. Rangel, you have like exhausted. I have exhausted this game. I don't think it, mate. I don't think this game exhausted itself yet. Speaking of people here, and good morning, Azima. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Titan Quest is just a classic, you know. Maybe we can tired playing it like every day, every week, but like repeatedly getting back to Titan Quest. I think we're gonna do it like in a lot of years to come if everything will be good. Okay, in the end I went with a Soothsayer. That's Spirit Mastery plus Soothsayer. Is it Nature Mastery? Spirit Nature? Yes. So I guess it's not a bad build, right? Because pet build will be too easy, is it? I actually never played the Soothsayer yet, like a pet build, or like any the mage build itself. This is one of those 40 plus classes I never played yet. Yeah, Zim allow my pet builds like in Grim Dawn, so why not? Okay, yeah, that's like very powerful build for a pet. Like back in the days when I was playing my first like a real powerful build, which was for champion, alright, we had like quite a long discussion about what better champion or Soothsayer, because like Soothsayer also has the outsider, and we can make an outsider permanent, and it's dealing oh my god how much damage, right? But we did come to a conclusion that actually the champion is a little better, because the one thing about Soothsayer that the outsider has like lesser range, right? Lesser range around the heroes than ancestral warriors. Ancestral warriors can run even like something a little bit faster than your you can see them on the monitor. Well, outsider look a little bit tethered to a hero, but nonetheless, like very powerful pet to have on a permanent basis. He just found a mastery shrine, so I can now have 3 wolves, and I'm just like wrecking them. Yeah, like a nature mastery by itself, already very powerful. Pet mastery. way better. If you guys haven't read my thoughts about our terracotta pet builds, check out the Discord. If you would, how disastrous terracotta pets were, comparable to wolves especially. Yeah, Rangel, the only way for excitement for Titan Quest is blindfolded run, as you should be able to do it. The blindfolded, you mean like self-founded, right? But I'm not using the items from my Titan Quest Vault. I mean, we'll get to that point, mate. We'll get, like, just give me a couple of years, when we're done with all the builds, right? And then we're gonna do like starting doing this self-found shit. Oh no, me with a blindfold. Oh, you mean like, you know, like those Dark Souls 3 streamers, right? Dark Souls 3 streamers with actual blindfolds. I think I saw like some streamer some stream like that. Or like guys in the Dark Souls who are like playing the Dark Souls 3 using the wheel, or like the wheel gamepad, the car wheel, or what's it called, the dancing pad. The dancing pad, or whatever the proper name for this. Right, dancing around at the Elder Ring. It does look unusual, I admit. You know that when everything isn't where else to go, and whereas all know that nothing will happen as you play, so like the blindfold will add a little excitement to a run. But then I would not be able to read the chat. I think it will be even even more boring, because I couldn't even like react to chat. Yeah, I wouldn't say like I know where to go. Like I would probably gonna run into some like wall blindfolded. I mean, okay, like I'm closing my eyes. Like, are we going in the right direction here? We're not. Okay, guys, like now blindfold Titan quest. You need to do it like as consumers only run, like on Divinity and Elder Ring too. You know what we need? We need, guys. We need electricity 24/7 here in Ukraine. Then we're gonna do everything. Speaking of electricity, we only have around 15 minutes here left before we're gonna run out of electricity potentially. So just warning. Could be yeah. Asimov, I hate when you get the same blue items over and over again. A blue item? Tell me more. Tell me more about that. Tell me about like the cult of Nazaril. It's not a blue item, but it's like, you know, before the Eternal Embers, when they actually after Eternal Embers they fixed the stupid loot tables, and you see more of a different items. You will get like 5-6 Ether wheels per 3 hours, and this will be like only legendary item you get in. It was so ridiculous. Tolus like was putting me like more into tears than anything. Necrosop can read the chat for me, Randall saying. So yeah, did they change the amount of heroes? I just got 5 in 10 minutes in normal act. There was one patch, well, half a year ago, I guess, that add around 50 something new elites. If you by heroes you mean elites, right? It's add 50 something new elites to the game. So a couple of them like went to the early game as well. So that's probably the reason behind. Also, like, I mean, meeting elite, it's greatly depend on your seed, right? I feel like if you meet in a lot of elites, you get like a lucky seed. Sometimes you just can get like 1 elite per hour or something. But yeah, they did increase the number. That did happen. They also get to those like random events. In official patch, there's only 4 areas have random events, or only 3 areas, right? In the beta patch, a beta branch, they have all areas covered except Eternal Embers. So Hades and Ragnarok has those, but except Atlantis. Atlantis doesn't have like random events, but random events that mean like sometimes you can have you can see like some random horse or some guy on the chariot fighting the mobs like in the middle of nowhere. But also you can find like some kind of hard monsters like at the beginning, like for example Gilded Undead. You just can curse your luck finding Gilded Undead, and at the beginning of Grease Act. That's a real fun. Guess what, guys? Boss dead. 2 seconds. Just face tanked him with my 650 defensive ability or so. 637, not 650 even. If that was normal mage build with a smash, I'd be so dead. And as a hero, I love it. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually not joking when I'm saying that. Okay. Talcon dead in 2 seconds. I'm not joking when I'm saying like I love when there's like a lot of elites.
I have other news.
So it's kind of for me, it's like a lucky game seed.
Greetings, the Order of Prometheus.
Greetings, traveler.
Hurry. The monsters will be here. What do
Okay,
you
we're gonna
want?
sell the loot
Quick,
for
before I
higher
pack up.
prices here. And also we're probably selling this all the superior potions. So we have a divine potions now. Got a shower relic, which is proven to be actually good for our previous build, right? With all this bonus elemental damage. Believe it me or not, but the shower relic was actually good and useful. Okay, one more. Easy. Rocket, have you saved a good green weapon from legendary, like veterans of Alacrity or something? I think I do have like some good maze. Good maze I got like in veteran of something. I got it from Eternal Embers. It's also have like the green
Goodbye.
items in Eternal Embers have even more like base damage
What? Do you need something?
than the Fate Swords, for example. This goes here.
I'll need another camel.
Right, guys. Like we maximum have like 10 minutes here before they turn off the lights. So we're gonna do like a little bit more
It's not safe. We made it for
of
the
gaming. But if you disappeared suddenly, yes, it's the usual stuff. It's power outage. Gonna play as long as we can, so. There's this guy. This guy is a sword. Got him. Rango, this is not gaming, this is repeating. It's like, you know, we talked about this, mate. We talked about this quite a bit. It will be with any game like you're gonna play spend sufficient amount of time is. It's like, you know, for me Titan Quest is like something of like my the game I play I gonna play like no matter what you're gonna play gonna see me periodically play the Titan Quest on streams, and this is like consistency in streaming, right? I can go and become like fully how it's called variety streamer, because I mean this is like not that popular for being like variety streamer full time. But the Titan Quest is like just the game feels like I like Titan Quest very much. I feel there's so much things for me to do in Titan Quest, and a lot of people here, let's be honest, around 80% of people who ever like followed me is actually came from Titan Quest. So I feel it's a good thing to you know, even if you don't interested in Titan Quest right now, from those people who came, right? Just from time to time, when you periodically get in this interest, and I bet like a lot of those peoples here are the same as me. So like, getting this periodic interest in the Titan Quest. So go and check out Titan Quest. Yeah, when possible.
I thank. We keep this.
So we're not gonna stop playing, guys. Despite like what Triangle or Nigger stop saying. Yeah, I'm not saying like don't play it. I'm saying it's done. It's done was the done it done was like this is the first time playing, sir. Like years ago. Cause the first, let's be honest, the first playing through Titan Quest was probably the most entertaining. Despite me having experience with the game, I was dying a lot. I was doing stupid things. I was even panicking in a lot of situations. You know, like we do in about any new game. So like, it's basically like about any new game. Like the best time like to watch the game is when someone playing the game for the first time. To get the entertaining value from it, right? But if you want like some more scholaric value, it's of course better to watch people who have sufficient amount of hours in the games, so you can learn new things, get new ideas and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe the 10 times, but like not after the first level. Now there's like, not even a challenging tier, and the boss you wait for an hour or more for you to get and then kill in 2 seconds. I don't think anyone here waiting for a boss. Like honestly, I'm not waiting for a boss myself here. The Titan Quest, like, it's not about bosses anymore, right? It's about the build itself. Getting so most things I guess like I'm like waiting personally when playing in the build. It's about getting this level, right? Getting this like some for example level 20, level 34 when we can change the our most of our gear, make the build like suitable for new tasks, right? So and overall the development of the build in general, that's like more of appropriate landmarks with the Titan Quest stream, not the bosses of course. Speaking of the boss, here it is. Here it is. There, that was the boss. That big sink was the boss. I hope you enjoyed me brutalizing that poor scarab. And I hope there's no animal watch here. Can you kill can you count the scarab as animal? Right? It is bug, but bugs are animals, are they not? Okay, guys, don't worry. I'm actually getting tired of this. Like, we got like a previous build, right? And we got like this build without taking any break, and we streaming Titan Quest for like, well, without taking any break. I mean, not counting that those days when I don't have like electricity to stream. But we still streaming Titan Quest for like a couple of months straight. Nothing else on the Titan Quest. A slot, and you know, like usually I'm taking a break after like taking at least like 1 week break after like every build, which we didn't done on the previous one. So a special, we would have a special holidays, special Christmas week when we instead of Titan Quest on Titan Quest slot, we're gonna play another community gifted game. It's an old one, maybe even more than one game actually, because I don't know how many hours I need to finish that game. Probably could be like very fast. So it's all community gifted game, different from Titan Quest.
There's something some say the monster is.
Just when the Rangel will go on a cruise. Just during those times. So don't worry, mate. When you're gonna get back, we're gonna still play in Titan Quest. You worry not. You worry not about that. Also, guys, the hardcore self-found Grim Dawn build incoming. Maybe even after like we finish this Titan Quest build. But don't expect me like to play Dream Dawn since self-found hardcore too long, cause like I feel like we're gonna die like after a couple of days with self-found and hardcore. Especially because I'm not gonna play in Sampin Strong as. Wait, did we kill a scorpion? We didn't kill a scorpion. What the fuck? Especially because we didn't not gonna play a Sampin Strong like the oh my god, Soldier Plus, what it's called. Um, Spellbreaker, what the class name? I forgot again. I'm inclined to get like something maybe Necromancer plus Arcanist for Grim Dawn. Level up here plus 5 to stalled skill points. What we were leveling up here? We're leveling up my ancestral warriors, right? So gonna put 2 skill points here. I'm actually gonna level up some life drain as well. Maybe like cascade here. Some skills I'm not using that much. Gonna put some levels into. Now Rangel, at least my house will be clean and tidy. That's some benefits. You know, like actually big cleaning here is something I haven't done in a while. Since I came to live in with my parents, right, a couple of months ago. Well, it's already half a year, believe me or not. And I'm putting it off like all the time, despite like seemingly having time, like when we don't have electricity. But every time we don't have electricity, it's like so dark here to do the cleaning, and we also don't have a water. When you don't have electricity, you're not gonna do much of cleaning without the water. And I'm getting this argument to myself that like, yeah, like the big cleaning some other day. Also, like I guess like the fact that you don't know if you're gonna be alive tomorrow or not, with all of this rockets shooting basically uh, and in the vicinity of my town and a neighboring town as well. It's like did you hear did I tell you guys that a couple of weeks ago in a previous big attack, all right, I saw like 2 cruise missiles like just from my window. two cruise missiles, Russian cruise missiles, just flying. I don't know, like how far, kilometer away? Well, maybe not a kilometer because I
It is
saw
too
them
much.
with my guys and my mouse saw them
Have you
too.
heard?
So yeah, that's the stuff about uncertainties. Rangel, yeah, I'm here to chat and US, to chat US at this game doesn't does nothing for me. Remember you saying something, yeah. Well, this previous attack was also big. I read it. The moment attack started, I just like went as far away from windows as possible because at that time when I saw the cruise missiles, I didn't know that there was actually an air alarm. That's the thing. If you don't have like electricity and if you don't have internet and you don't have the cell network, I don't have like my message about air alarm coming to my smartphone.
You are.
So I didn't know even that there was the air alarm. That's irony of it. And this current air alarm, I think I noticed it because there's actually the sirens outside in the city center. They had like they connected a generator or something.
Hail, I don't know
So
what
you could hear it even through like closed windows. That's how loud they are. Yeah, I didn't mention the no air alarm parts when you saw like them. Yes, like that's a sync nowadays. Like remember like when we were streaming at 10 hours per day, and I was like mentioning quite a bit. Like there happened like a bunch of air alarms like during the day. Like 3 alarms per day could be like per stream even. All right. So I would mention it on stream, but I wouldn't like go anywhere because most of those alarms actually like you get to used to them, and most of them like were happening because like some Russian aviation took out from like Belarusia airports or something, right? And that's like close to my region, and they were like. Despite they weren't like attacking most of the time, but we still had like air alarm. They were attacking like different regions, for example, but we still have air alarm over here. But nowadays they just like constantly attacking our region, so like it's more significant. But because we don't have electricity and stuff, it's like very hard to hear them. It's just the only way, I guess, like, to get air alarms is if you like constantly have a radio on. Right, because radio can work even without like, well, it can work from a battery first of all, and it's still working even with when you don't have like internet or electricity or television or cell network. In fact, like there was a time like, well, already months ago, right, when we didn't have electricity for 4 days in a row. So the only like news I could get like from some radio.
That was a bit close. So you heard about the temple.
Remember you getting like a lot more like air alarms, Rangel saying. They became so often that people like where most of the people were just ignoring them, honestly. And you know, like get into the shelter, which is sheltered here in this city. Now I know actually where the shelter is, and it's dude, it's like super far away. Well, relatively speaking, so some towns and cities like Kharkiv, one of the biggest cities in Ukraine, is like near the Russian border. They sometimes there was like a lot of a lot of cases when the air alarm will sound when already like the strike already happened, you know, because it's taking a couple of minutes for missiles to come from Russian territory to attack the territories close to the line of fire, and not counting like all the massive shelling from artillery they get in, which is like even harder to react to. But this is like, you know, this is the most scary part about this, like not having aerial arm actually. And when the attack happening, and it's happening a lot, like basically every week right now, they shooting, trying to freeze us here to death. So they aim into the power facilities, and it's like, you know, it's like reliving the start of the war, because when the war started, the big invasion started, rather to say, it was like this. You woke up, I woke up at 5 a.m., loud explosion nearby. You can hear the distinctively them, and you can see the explosions themselves. All right, people panicking. There is no air alarm at all. You don't understand what's happening, because it's happening all of a sudden. This is how like those current air raid happening. You don't have like electricity. You don't have like any cell network, and then suddenly you're doing your business like on a kitchen, right? For example, you're drinking a water or something, and you see the bloody two cruise missiles flying nearby, and next moment you hear explosions, like anti-aircraft system working. So it's like basically reliving the same day over and over again. And if you remember, guys, like,
Good warrior.
it was bad for me that in terms that I would need to take some consultation with sexologists, which I stopped. So I didn't sort out all of these problems, so about I had just stop visiting the guy at some point, or the girl, rather to say.
Brave what? May Horus go.
But yeah, like and think about children. Think about children. Like there's like videos on the net. There's a lot of videos on the net about this. Like the small kids, like 5-year-old kids, just like hiding behind the tables or under the tables, and they crying and crying. That's saying, "I don't want to die from bombs," you know. That's the reality of Ukrainian children here.
Our chests are spacious and secure.
Okay, we don't have like any anything here to put into
Safe
storage. We
travels.
do not.
I don't have time for idle chit-chat. I'm too busy. I suppose you'll want something that's sold out.
Sold. 26 intelligence and defense, but it's like level 46, right? We like the plateau rings, but the one with the health bonus. So this is actually sold as well. I mean, maybe having additional defense ability for mage build is not that bad. Maybe I should put it in storage.
God protect
Let's
you.
do this. Let's do this.
Good day.
Maybe I'll find a use in like somewhere. for this.
Your goods are
Yeah, Rangel, I
safe
remember
with me.
watching you at the start of the war, and then you like vanished for what seems like ages, and then you popped onto the Twitter and told people that, what happened, and I had to ask them what was like happening. As I don't like do theater. This is like when your apartment, yeah. Well, we were streaming like all the XCOM, right? XCOM, we were streaming XCOM for
Pardon me. I am
for a
afraid.
long, for a
You
lot. I
see,
mean,
Unos was
also
right.
like 8 hours per day,
Ah, I am.
and then like
I am that evil.
just before the finishing our like first round of XCOM, the war happened.
Well, look, a mighty warrior from foreign lands. I'm sure you will find just what you are looking for.
The first like 3 days like
Come again.
were especially hard. The first 2 weeks after that, following after that, was also kind of hard. So like the situation, right? The situation is like nothing. You can get like any provisions. Everything like was um uh okay. What I'm doing? Everything was bought, like there was the empty shelves, right, in the supermarkets and stuff. Like all the supply chains were interrupted. The people who doing the logistic would need to like think about new supply chains. The people, um, it was a chaos. Uh, Maybe ordered chaos at some degree, but it's still chaos, right? So a
I
lot of
saw it. The
uncertainty,
monsters would have come.
right? People trying to, women and children trying to leave the country, right? People don't understand, wouldn't understand why it's like happening in 21st century. They're also like, they think what our government done, and I think is they done it right. First of all, there was like they started this like 24/7 news marathon. They like get grouped up like all this big influential channels in one like marathon. They were doing this like for like a couple of hours per day, per channel. I mean, and there was constantly the constant stream of news, There was like a lot of speeches from a president who haven't like left the country, which is also very inspiring for a lot of people. Like putting them to know like more. Of course, it's like was the wars got like people in the northern part of Ukraine, in the eastern and the southern part of Ukraine got it the worst, especially in the northern part of Ukraine. That's like where the Bucha, Gostomel, that's like where the most um, war crime happens at the beginning of the war, when Russian came and just were shooting everyone. Alright, there's like a lot of civilian transport on Zhytomyrska thoroughfare. There was like a lot of civilians, the columns of civilians were just shot down by Russian just for fun, People were trying to escape the first 3 days, and they were shot by for fun. A lot of families, just the whole families, just dying inside the cars. It was awful for people shot on the street, and then like a couple of months after the tragedy of Mariupol happened, yeah. Like about Mariupol, it's like the city the Russian completely destroyed. Tens of thousand people were killed there, civilians. I mean, Now they you know like you go into to Russian channels, to Russian like Twitter and stuff, and they're saying, oh, look at the Mariupol, how much Russians done in several months to rebuild the city. We built more in this like several months than the Ukrainian's government built in this past 30 years or something. Praise be the Russia. And a new piece of that came to Mariupol, the stuff like this, and you know like you're starting like to think like those people don't have like anything left in them at all when you see like messages like that. Yeah, well, dude, like I'm feeling not so well about talking about all of this again. Just like very heavy feelings here, very heavy. Let me get some water. Diabolical Rango saying it is. Speaking of Russian stuff, like you know, recently, I mean, recently in the past months or so, I hear more and more like bullshit in Russian patriotic channels about like you know Russian like normal people talking about this as well, about how it's like all the fault of USA. The war in Ukraine, it's like all the fault of USA. And there's also like China supporting them in that, like in that spreading that kind of propaganda to their own minds. There's also in China they're talking about this too. They even have like the cartoons, a lot of cartoons about like how everything was good, and then like USA started a war in Ukraine to to subdue Russia, to make Russia weak, you know, to it was like a great scheme against Russia, and Russia's like nothing have nothing to do with this. Like it's all because of USA. Hello, Nikolsop. All hail Nikolsop. So yeah, but what I meant to say about Russians themselves, that they a lot of like talking about how USA is at fault, and they need to perform a nuclear strike on Russia on the Washington, because this is like where all that important decision taking place is like nonsense. There's even like yesterday or something, they got this propaganda song about like the nuclear strike on the Washington or something. Let me see if I can find it. This definitely shocked me. Let's see. I got the Sarmat song, I guess. Whatever it's called. Do we have it on a YouTube? Um, let's see, YouTube, Facebook. Okay, so Tervalis for the past week. Okay, yeah, I think that it is. Oh yeah, that it is. There's no English translation for this. Like, do we have like anything else? Let me copy paste this. So like anyone with the English subs here? Not really. Okay, so that's the only I can find right now. But look at this. That's what they thinking about. How glorifying the nuclear weapon and it's just like insanity. Unfortunately, it's in Russia, so don't think you will be understanding it. There's a lot of this, stuff like that. Okay, Giza, we're down here. Rocket Watch, what song is this? It's like Russian song about glorifying the nuclear weapon and about like needs to strike with that weapon against the USA. Microsoft, if you go and looking for them, then you will find this stuff. Still doesn't like mean um, doesn't mean it's the prevailing wish of entire Russian population. Yeah. Okay, Azima ran into the two heroes and they wrecked my pets, but I'm still alive. Too bad you lost 3 pets. Dude, that's fine. Necrosop, of course, its sanity is posted by night jobs on the fringes. It's not about it's not a nut jobs on the fringes, or you mean like the nut jobs on the fringes talking about whole Russia here? In that case, I would agree. It's like the song was about like from coming from like Rogozin, which was like one of the top how he took part of making this song. He's like one of the top government officials, and he was like one of this like official in Roscosmos, I guess. It's like basically something akin a NASA organization in Russia. It's not about like some weirdos. It's actually there's like a lot of the big movements, like call the Sarmat movements or something in Russia. They get in like all of those like car marathons or whatever they're called. There's a lot of peoples too. And also weird news like reached me today actually. Okay, so let me read the chat. The channel has like 6 followers and 41. Dude, it's not from a YouTube, mate. It's not from YouTube. It's just like a part of the song that I found on YouTube. There's probably it's either was banned on YouTube already because it's like only like a couple of hours ago, and I can't find any more on YouTube. It's either was banned on YouTube because I saw it like on a different like the Russian using this kind of stuff like getting banned often. They're using like something like they're so showing this basically on national television. So on TikTok they're not banning this kind of context. So it's like millions and millions of views. It's not like official. This is not like official channel of this song, mate. This is like something from the national television, you know. And like I say, probably they trying to put it on the YouTube, and they got banned from it because there is no much of people from here. So you can like look at it on different sources, and you will see like millions of views already. So yeah, that's like that's how it is, Nicholas Rob. It's not some random guy with like 40 viewers of this song. I don't know, like maybe I can get it like on on a different source here. So it's actually you know, that guy who's singing the song. It's actually the news saying it's actually the oh my god, how it's called. Okay, there's like a lot of video in Instagram. Oh, that's not Instagram. Telegram. But the guy who's singing it, it's what's it called? The guy from the parliament, basically, the Russian Duma. So deputat. What the proper English word for this? That's insane. This is like basically the top government